Okay, fellas, I think I might just do that. Assuming that Dave is going to be there, but the great David Aldridge, the man who minds my back, basically. Yeah. Ex-Air Force, I think he is. You know. So, you know. And he's also got mates, of course. So, you know. He covers my back, sort of, basically thing. Yeah. So, you know. It's like that thing, you know. All cultures respect the weird one that sort of they say, well, there's a little bit of, you know, something else in that person, and that's what they're respecting, because that person is closer to what they're trying to get to, basically, and they just sort of, they admire that sort of outer worldliness, you know, and I think that's what David admires in me, basically, you know, push comes to shove. As I said, I found episode 1 to be a little bit disconcerting, because it was a bit like my childhood, you know what I mean? You know, push comes to shove, you seem to pull useless skills out of the air that up to that point in time have been totally useless and weird, like being able to tell what's in a bag just from the way the shapes of the things in the bag are pushing against the side through one of those like slightly opaque bags. You know, I amazed George with that. You know, measuring the length of the car from inside the car by a handkerchief that's on the outside and being out only by half a handkerchief. Amazing your driving instructor, thinking you're telling him bullshit and you're so close to the actual figure that, and you're inside the car and he's outside the car with the hanky and he's asking you how many, and you just reel off this figure and he can't believe that you're within half a handkerchief of being out, you know, and you just can't believe it, you know. And this is, of course, this has come on the ends when, you know, you've measured the length of the white line down the middle of the road. That's what started it off, because he couldn't believe that just by looking at the white line, I could tell, you know, roughly how long it was, and I was so close to that I must have just memorised the, you know, number or come across it somewhere. So, you know, we parked the car and he says, well, measure the car. And what have we got to measure? And he had a handkerchief, you know, so I gave him a handkerchief. I said, so he went outside to measure the car. So I'm looking at the handkerchief and watching him go down the car thinking, you know, saying how many handkerchiefs I think it's going to be. And I'm out by half a handkerchief. And it just blows him away. So that's sort of useless skills that push comes to shove. There's probably other useless skills in there you don't even know you've got. And they save the day for the other people, sort of thing, you know. You know, they sort of racking their brains, don't know what to do, how to get out of a situation, and in fractions of a second, you know, it's like, as I say, it's like genius just finds a way, you know. It's like, as I said, it's, what did Brian Wilson say? It's like butter, it just comes up through the fingers and it just finds a hole, a chink, a way, sort of thing. So, as I said, I was looking for an in, and it seems like polystyrene is the in. It's a very reliable, reductive flammable gas generator. And we're getting really reliable results with this red organism now. You know, we just sort of whack the stuff in and it always grows. It's always the same one, blah, 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 as far as we know. I mean, further down the track, we can do all those experiments to prove that it is the same genus, maybe even the same species growing, because it's a very selective medium, you know. What sort of organisms growing in a reductive, you know, well, polystyrene is a bit of a unique material, isn't it? It doesn't naturally exist on the planet. So how many organisms have adjusted to it? How many organisms can actually attack polystyrene? Apparently there's some of these nanobes or something that have been dug up. Ah, Jesus. Is that Paul Davies poo-pooing that lass had done all this work, you know? There he was, trying to get all the limelight for himself, but at the same time poo-pooing this woman. I thought, that bloke needs a bitch slap, definitely. knock out a few teeth. Oh, he was trying to have it both ways. He wanted to take all the kudos for himself, having done none of the work, and also at the same time wanted to put this person down for having done it this way, or actually even doing it, you know. How dare you discover something new, sort of thing. Yeah, I think I've had that with my Carnivorous Plant Society sort of thing. So, probably time to start a new clip. You know, you come over here and you spend 5 years telling them, you know, how fantastic it is over there. You know, they all start at hand size, and they think, for some reason, they got this notion that kids tell lies or something. And I keep telling them, oh, they should be growing their Drosera gigantea in a bucket. Not in a bucket, in a dustbin. In a dustbin, you know. And they think, oh, that's just wasting my peat and sand. But as we know from our experiments now, that red organism always seems to grow in the top 1/3 of the medium. So the bigger your container, the bigger that 1/3 zone is. And whether we can actually learn how to extend that 1/3 zone, I don't know. But yeah, well, yeah, you know, having mushies come out during the dry. And should we go to spot cutting? I think, are we on spot cutting? We may have, no, we're not on spot cutting. Now we are. So there you go, fellas. One for the fungoid page, and that has a weird look. Those ones there have a weird, very slightly tinge to them. Wouldn't call it glaucus, wouldn't call it jadus, but yeah. So anyway, probably time to just get up to the top, and we'll go to David's place, and I'll just sort of, that'll be it, I think. Just get to the top here and see if his car's in the driveway, you know, the usual sort of bullshit. So colour check on that to the purple of this, some sort of purple. That's a nice Posca purple, so that'll be a good colour check. We are, because everyone knows what Posca purple looks like, colour check on the yellow of the flower. That's a good check. And colour check on the red of the car. New car, apparently. Okay. Anyway, it's starting to bucket down, so I better keep the camera low. And yeah, go on through and over. Oh, Gay Street. And there you go, Dumgravine. And yeah, back to normal focus, I think, if we can get to it, normal focus. I can't get to it, hang on. Okay, normal focus. And I think we're done. Okay. Over and out. Oh, looks like we're going to have a bit of roadworks going on here. Okay, see ya.